Hey, it is time for the new Super Sound Showcase sponsored by Culture Fix. I am your host, Robert Hodge, and today we have a new guest, somebody who has never made a radio appearance, and he has never been on WMBG. That stands to reason. But I want to welcome my friend, Rob Oliver. Rob, welcome, dude.
How's it going?
I am excited because you are one of my favorite musicians in the area. You are a new friend. I haven't known you very long, but I tell you what, I'm impressed. You are a guitarist, a songwriter, a harmonicaist. What is the word?
That's a good question. It's kind of like
I've never tried to use that.
Flautist, flutist, but
yeah.
Harmonicist.
I've never tried to use that.
I usually just break it up, harmonica player.
Okay, you're a harmonica player extraordinaire. We'll add my
Then
little
there's
adjective.
nothing to worry about that way.
Okay, yes. And he is a great entertainer, and he is a lot of fun. He's personable, and I decided earlier in the week I really wanted to introduce him to my audience. So, Rob, I'm so happy you're here. Let's tell everybody a little bit about you. You grew up in the Virginia Beach area.
Right, yes.
Tell me what's up.
Yeah, I grew up in Great Bridge, and then in my early 20s, I made the long migration to Virginia Beach.
Okay.
I followed the birds and the tourists to Virginia Beach.
Like one of them seagulls, huh?
Yes.
Always looking for fish?
I figured they went there for some reason, so, you know.
Well, that's cool. Now, how did you end up with a guitar in your hands? Or which came first, the guitar or the harmonica?
I actually really like both of these stories. So the guitar story, it's pretty simple. When I was in high school, I started playing when I was 16, and I lived in a townhouse neighborhood. You know, and townhouses are very close to each other. And my next door neighbor, I just won't say his name, but he was a good friend.
We always his name.
Well, Steve. We always hung out, and everybody loves Steve. Man, he's still around. Great guy. And we had our little group. But one day, Steve was out front playing guitar, and I literally thought to myself, "Well, if Steve can do it, I can do it." So
all right.
I started playing guitar, and actually a whole bunch of us started playing guitar.
Yeah.
And so that was something that we all got into, and we all played guitar, and it was great.
All right, well, before you tell the other story, Steve, if you happen to be listening, let me just thank you because I love the way this guy plays the guitar. So you started something, dude. Go.
He did, yes. So then many years later, about 20 years later, actually, I started playing harmonica just on a whim because it was Christmas 2013. My mother put a harmonica in my stocking.
Yeah?
And it was basically as simple as that, and like I didn't have anything else to do.
Oh no!
So I was like, well, I'll just learn how to play harmonica.
So in that boring part of Christmas that we all have later in the afternoon, and everybody.
Yeah, and so I haven't had anything else to do for the 4.5 years, so I just kept playing harmonica. So, but I got really, I got obsessed with the blues at that time, and I started, diving on YouTube, which is so great now for things like that. And I was like, holy cow, these got like harmonica is so great for blues. So I just dove into it, and I basically have been obsessed with it since that day. So
wow. Well, thank heavens for that, because I'm glad both of those instruments found you. And you've been playing for a few years with bands, but now all of a sudden you've taken on a new solo career.
Yeah, this year I just decided to see how it was going to go, and I got a little wood in front of me, so knocking wood, it's been going really great. Got a good amount of gigs booked this year, and just I getting on the radio and things like that. So it's been a good year, and I'm really excited about doing this.
You've officially been discovered, young man, because you're on WMBG.
I think so. That's right. That's what I was telling people. You're gonna have to. I don't know if I'm going to be treated differently after today.
They better treat you differently. You're a star now.
That's right.
A radio star. So I'm interested in your songwriting and your process. Where do the songs come from? Do you have something that inspires you just every day as you walk around, or do you write for occasions? What happens?
I think a lot of times I think everybody does different ways. A lot of times as a guitar player, I feel like, and I know you play piano, so I don't know, a lot of times the chords might come first, and you'll come up with, I like the sound of these couple chords together or something. But then to make an actual song out of it, I'll end up usually with the thing where, like, Paul McCartney, Yesterday was called Scrambled Eggs for a long time.
Right.
I'll have that kind of thing. And I'll just have these vowel sounds, and just some random sentence.
Sure.
But then I think a good song comes when you do have something that, okay, I want to focus on this, and I can focus writing a piece of, something about this.
Yeah.
Or else I'm just singing kind of just random words that I'm trying to find meaning for, so.
Do you ever use your songwriting talents to advance romance? Because I used to write like for a prospective interest. I'd be like, I wrote this for you.
Oh well, I would be lying if I would say that I have not written a song for someone and played it for them. But you know, a lot of times if I just people in general, they might say, like, I'm sure you get it. They find you play piano, like, oh, I want to take piano lessons.
Oh yeah.
Or people say that to me, I want to take guitar lessons. I'm like, okay. But mostly they don't follow up on it.
That's true.
Occasionally
you give them
they
cards
do.
And you never hear from them.
Yeah, that's kind of a cute thing. Oh, you play guitar? I'd like to take lessons. Okay,
Right.
cool. Let's do it.
You know what? Separate subject, but same idea. I did an interview with Marion Ross, the older actress that used to be the mother on Happy Days, and it was so funny because she would tell me she was doing all these commercials for a number of years, and she said ladies would walk up to me all the time and just, oh, I love those commercials you do. You look like you're having so much fun. I really should do commercials. And she goes, and I just laugh because they have no idea how hard the work is. And I say, yes, you really should, and let me know how it goes.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's funny. But you know, there are people all the time that say, I wish I could play like you. And I said, well, somebody's got to be in the audience or there wouldn't be a purpose. So
yeah, I know, man. You never know. You know, it's a cool thing about being out there playing and performing, that if you might inspire someone. I remember some guy coming into my class when I was in like 5th grade, and he played a trumpet, I think. And after that, I went and told my parents, and I played trumpet. As you do as a kid, I played trumpet for a little while and then stopped.
Until it hurt your
And
lip.
violin a little while and then stopped. But then it wasn't until Steve out front with the guitar. I was like, oh, Steve's playing guitar. I think I can do that too. That looks like fun. And
that darn trumpet that I played in 7th grade, man, that thing got to my lip. And when I complained about it, they said, well, here's a baritone horn. That won't be a problem. That big old thing weighed too much money, weighed too much to carry around. And when they said, now we're going to have marching band season, I thought, I ain't carrying this thing around town. So I traded it in for the drum major stick, and I just carried a big stick. It was great.
Yeah.
I
mean, every instrument has its thing about it, right?
Yeah.
That is, you know, maybe it's heavy or, I mean, people say, you know, playing harmonica, oh, you don't have much to bring to a gig.
Oh no,
but
you got
do
40
now,
of them in different sizes.
Right. People can't see this at the moment, but I do have my case here, which of
but
course is not heavy, but when I do play a gig, I play through an amp, and there's more stuff than you would think.
But I can arrange for them to see it, because we are, if you don't know, streaming live on Facebook. Let's get a shot of these harmonicas. Can you do that? And you can see there is a box full of these things in all sizes and shapes and sounds, and each one of them is distinctive in its own right. And we're going to have a little tutorial when we go to commercial, because Facebook will continue to show what's going on in the studio. So Rob's going to give us a few pointers on harmonica sizing and positions and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, now I'm interested also in what you listen to as an artist. What influences do you let into the Rob Oliver style?
Well, you know, we met and we're talking about this the other day about our blues influences, and I think how we both. We both have always liked the blues, but we don't have that huge kind of background of always listening to blues. So for me, but my background mainly was, you know, playing guitar. I basically learned how to play guitar from, I love the Beatles. We all love the Beatles, so that was a huge influence for me. Right. There's a thick white book called The Beatles Complete Scores. Yeah. Right, and it's got like everything in it. Sure. And so I would, you know, just constantly flip through that. Oh, that's too hard, I can't play it. But then like 6 months later, you go back and like, oh, that's not so hard now, you know, and that's how music works. And then back then, Guitar World magazine, they'd have transcriptions in the back and things like that. Yeah. I like that I go through the books now, and sometimes the things that I had a mental block on that I hated as a kid, now I'm like, you know, that's not a bad song. Oh, yeah. But for 10 years, I'd be like, I'm never going to learn that. I don't like that. Yeah. But my influences and stuff I listen to are all the way from a lot of classic stuff, Beatles and Zeppelin, to when I was a kid, I loved Metallica and some heavier stuff, Megadeth. But I really love alternative music too. Like I was obsessed with Radiohead for a number of years. Sure. Just love their stuff. Guys like Elliott Smith, Jeff Buckley, I like stuff like that. Some English bands, a band called Elbow I used to really like. They're kind of big in England, but not so much. They're like not on the radio or anything. This is making sense now, because I mean I hear so many influences in your music and so many sophisticated styles that come through. Now I'm understanding you've been off the charts for a long time, picking things that were great quality, but perhaps and then lately, obscure. And then the blues. I've just gotten, you know, mainly getting into the harmonica got me really more into blues, and but at this point mostly the the harmonica blues guys. I mean, a lot of people know, B.B. King and Stevie
Sure.
Ray Vaughan and stuff, but
Right.
with the harmonica, we all have our own harmonica heroes in the blues. Little Walter and Paul Butterfield and guys like that.
That guy that wears the hat all the time.
Oh, which guy is that? Oh, John Popper.
No, that black hat.
Oh, that guy. Yes, he shares our. Okay. Yes.
You know, the black hat.
Yes.
Anyway, he's coming in here in a couple of weeks.
Awesome.
So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, tell us about the music that you're going to do. Just as an overview, the 3 songs that we're going to present today. What did you bring us?
Well, I'm going to do some blues today,
Okay.
which is actually kind of new in my songwriting. I'm going to play the first blues song I ever wrote.
Nice.
And then I believe the third blues song I ever wrote,
Okay.
which is the last blues song I've ever written. So
Oh.
I think I've written.
There's 3 of
I
them.
believe I've written 3, if I'm thinking right. So
We
I'm
almost
going to
skipped
play
all
1
that.
and 3, and then at the end I'm going to do something that I'm really excited about. I love playing it. It's just my arrangement of a very old song,
Nice.
and people should know what it is.
They should.
They should.
That doesn't mean they will.
Maybe.
but
When
we'll
I
try.
played it the other night when you were there, somebody came up to me afterwards. It's like, oh, we're trying to figure out what it was, and I had to tell them.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll tell everybody at the end if they don't know
Okay,
what it is.
well, that'll be fine. I am excited to hear what you brought because, I think we share the same eclectic taste in music. And sometimes what makes me love a song is not what might make anybody else love it, but I find it endearing sometimes when a song just really touches me, unexpectedly. And I think you're a great artist for that. You interpret very well. I love what you do with the lyric.
Thank you
And,
so much.
I'm excited that you're here. I really am.
Me too. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're having a good time so far. Let's have that first song. Which one you gonna do?
I'm
Is this
gonna-
the first blues song?
This is the first blues song I've ever written, so it's called On the Same Page.
Okay. This is Rob Oliver, On the Same Page.
Options, how are we gonna choose? Is it wasted if it's time we can't lose? People bouncing around all over the place. I could be sitting in my room, you could be running for the stage. Before we get it started, let's get on the same page. I'm hearing everything between this and that. They're making noise like a Siamese cat. People changing up their minds every day. I could be sitting in my room, you could be running for the stage. Before we get it started, let's get on the same page. try to compromise and bend all the rules. There comes a point when you just gotta do you. People thinking they can get their own way. I could be sitting in my room, you could be running for the stage. Before we get it started, let's get on the same page. You think you got it when you're working so hard, but good intentions only get you so far. People trying to get all they can take. I could be sitting in my room, you could be running for the stage. Before we get it started, let's get on the same page.
Wow, and even with a built-in fade out, dude, that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
I like that. I'll be on that page with you. I like it. So, you know, that's one of those songs that's it's got a catchy theme, but it's also rhythmic. It just makes you want to jump in and be involved. That's great.
Well, that's good to hear. That's actually, I wrote that on harmonica because I wrote that riff, and it's kind of stealing that rhythm, which I don't know if that rhythm has a name, but so it's. I was realizing I was thinking about on the way here. So the two blues songs I'm doing, neither one of them is a shuffle.
Yeah.
Which is the most common thing.
I know that little beat is known to me as an Oliverism.
The ba ba da ba ba
Yeah,
ba
it's an Oliverism.
Oliverism. Okay.
Yes.
I'll go with that.
We'll
yeah.
call it that today.
Uh-huh.
All right. I do like that. Was there an inspiration to that song? Who were you writing that about?
You know, it's a lot about just actually my musical journeys of going out and playing with people.
Okay.
But it can tie into anything, right? But you go out and, you know, if you want to start a band with someone,
right?
You need to make sure that you're on the same page with things
That's
before
true.
you get too far. So before we get it started, let's make sure.
Because you can invest a lot of time and find out you have very little foundation.
Exactly. And I'm sure we've all had that happen where you.
Sure.
But I don't know. It's like, you realize in life nothing is wasted time.
Right.
Just because you played with someone 6 months and it didn't work out, it doesn't mean something good probably came from it if you can find it.
Marshall Crenshaw wrote one of my very favorite songs. Is a song called "You're My Favorite Waste of Time." I love that.
Nice.
Absolutely love that.
That's
song.
good. I like that.
It's a great tune. So listen, I'm interested in hearing all of these tunes. I'm excited, but we have to stop for a commercial break. And so we will continue to talk with Facebook and let you see what's going on in the studio. But we will take about 3 minutes to play some messages from our sponsors. And we will be right back. For all you radio listeners, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of Rob Oliver and Super Sound Showcase on WMBG, sponsored by Culture Fix. And I am Robert Hodge, your host. We'll be right back. And it is time to rejoin Super Sound Showcase. We're sitting here having such a good time, I almost missed my cue. So welcome back. That's the beautiful thing about live radio. Facebook is still with us, but Rob Oliver is our guest here on Super Sound Showcase, sponsored by Culture Fix. We have Abigail running the camera for Facebook, and we have our wonderful producer in here, Jacob Roberts, and he's doing all the fancy video work so that we can have our video up tomorrow with a lifetime record of your appearance on WMBG, capturing the moments of your first radio success.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So what is the next song you got for us, Wild Man?
Well, this song is called What to Me You Do.
What to Me You Do?
Which is a little Yoda-ish.
Was this before you learned English?
Well, it's because I wanted to fit in. It has to fit with the lyrics, What you do to me, but I had to end with an ooh, so it's what to me you do.
Oh, so it's a rhyming
I had
technique.
to flip it around just to make it,
All right.
But I'm kind of proud of it now because I think it's kind of cool.
So this is your first Ebonics tune.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little slow blues we're gonna do. Yes.
All right. I like it.
So what we're just talking about on Facebook, it's in the key of A, and I'm gonna use first position A harmonica for this.
Okay. All right.
As Abigail now knows all about.
All right. Well, let's hit it, dude.
Right.
Give us this master class. I'm loving this. I like when I learn stuff.
trying to get myself together, and I was hoping you could lend a hand, 'cause we've been sailing through some nasty weather, and I was hoping I could be your man, 'cause you don't know what to me you do, you don't know what you're putting me through. I'm trying to leave my past behind, I need to make some brand new memories. When I look around with my two eyes, I'm really loving everything I see, and you don't know what to me you do, you don't know what you're putting me through. Future's bright with you right by my side. I can't believe we made it on our own. You got me feeling so satisfied. Just wait till I can get you all alone, 'cause you don't know what to me you do, you don't know what you're putting me through.
Man, I don't even know what to say about that. That was some of the best guitar picking I've seen in a long time.
Oh, thank you so much.
And the harmonics of that was just infectious. I loved it.
My little Yoda speak in there.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got that grew on me too, but that is a really great song. Now, you don't have a record for sale yet, but there's got to be one coming soon, because honestly,
Yeah.
this is some good music.
Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I did just finish up recording these tunes just at my house, and so I've got something that I can give to people if they come out and see me. I'm happy to give them a CD.
What about your friend that has his own radio show who could play it on the air, maybe?
Well, yeah.
Does he get one?
He definitely will. Yes, I just need to make sure it's up to par.
Well,
so
I'll let
we'll
you
see.
know. Don't worry, I'm critical.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
Bob
yeah.
Dylan.
Maybe if you play it, you turn it up louder, so it meets the volume of the other songs.
Okay. Well, you know what? That certainly got me excited to hear the third blues song that you've ever written. That's the one that's next?
Well, I'm gonna do a cover tune.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
The one that
Was
everybody.
that the third one?
That song I just played
that
was the
third
third blues tune I've ever written.
Okay,
Yes.
I got him out of sequence.
My only
then.
slow blues tune, yes, the one and
Okay,
only.
and what is the cover tune we're going to hear?
Well, it's Amazing Grace.
Really?
Yes,
How's
and
that?
it's
I'm not
my.
sure I know that one. How's that go?
it's about someone named Grace who's really amazing.
Oh, it is not. Stop it. Okay. And how'd you choose this one? What inspired
Well,
you?
it really I think on harmonica it lays out really well, and there are it's kind of, to me anyway, it's a song that certain people kind of have their own version of on harmonica.
Right.
Just because the way it lays out, it's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it was written actually on all the black notes.
Is that right?
It was. Originally it was written on all black notes.
Oh wow, that's like C sharp or something.
All right. We're going to hear Rob Oliver's unique arrangement of Amazing Grace. And this one is harmonica based, right?
Yes, I'll be doing just harmonica on this.
Oh, wow. Harmonica solo.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Soul Man, let's have it. I'm looking forward to this. right, Rob Oliver. I like that, man. You know, that was like we started out in the Smoky Mountains and ended up in Detroit. And I was waiting for Tina Turner to bounce around out of there. That was like the same change of effect that she pulls out in Proud Mary when she starts it easy and ends it rough. I like that.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. I was thinking Beethoven movements.
Okay. Well, that'll work. But you had some powerful soul going on in that. I liked it.
Thank you so
Very
much.
much.
Thank
Very
you so
unexpected, that little jazzed up section in the middle. I like that.
Well, I kind of wanted to do that. I like the idea of as you progress as a player. That's my interpretation of it now. So
Right.
5 years from now, it'll be different. But
You're going to pull up this tape and compare.
that's right. I'll be like, oh, why did I do that? Now I want to do this. So
Well, you know what? Patti LaBelle told me one time, if it comes from your heart, it's never wrong. So
that's
you
where it
take
came from.
that
This
and
spot.
run.
That's right here.
Take
That's
that
where
and
it
run
came
with
from.
it. We have been absolutely mesmerized with you today, and I thank you for being here, Rob Oliver. It has been my pleasure to introduce you to my listeners. This is Super Sound Showcase, sponsored by Culture Fix. My thanks always to Steve and to Jen and to Shirley, our friends at Culture Fix, and my thanks to you for listening and for supporting Super Sound Showcase as we strive to bring you the best in area musicians. And you know what? I'm branching out. I'm finding people all over the state now, and we're getting a reputation, and people are wanting to come on the show, and we are booked up quite in advance now. It's really getting exciting to see who's going to be coming in here all summer long. So please don't miss a Thursday. Stay with us on Facebook and join us tomorrow for their fabulous video production. It'll be on WMBGradio.com and on YouTube, and probably on Rob Oliver's site soon after. I hope you'll like this and that you've had a good time. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I did. This has been great. Thank you so much.
All right, my friend. Well, we will have you back. And my subconscious must have brought up this song. Here's